everybody, and welcome back to Pain-Free Creations, Coaching and Conversations, where we do all three in a short amount of time. I'm Aubrey Payne, and today we are going to talk about the lovely engagement tool called Nearpod, which happens to be my favorite tech tool to engage my own students. Today we are going to continue to talk about how we can add engagement to our activities and lessons. The activities that we are going to go over today are how to add the collaboration board, how to add a poll, fill in the blanks, and time to climb activity to our lessons to better engage our students. So if you're familiar with Nearpod and understand the basics of making a lesson, but now want to go that step further to really draw your kids into your lesson, then this is the video for you. Let's check it out. Go click add slide again. And then we have, this is what I was talking about, the collaboration board. So when you click this, it has, if you click down here, you can kind of change the style. If you have a lot to type, you're going to want to click this one or this one. It gives you the most room for typing. So you could do, this could be good for a check-in. If you want everybody, I've used this for science. I've asked them what they think an engineer is, kind of use this for a good building background knowledge. This is also fun for scavenger hunts. So I had my kids, for math, I had them find something in your house that is the shape of a cone. And then I can put here, take a picture and share it on here. So then I'm going to maybe add a picture and say a cone. So then I can put that on there. Click save. So there's a picture of a cone for a reminder. Click save when I'm done. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, click here, and I'm going to add another slide, another activity. And I'm just introducing to you how to make each activity. So here we have a poll, and I use this in every single lesson, either to build background knowledge in the beginning, like I've asked when we read The Snowy Day, I said, have you ever touched snow, seen snow, felt snow? And that guided our discussion moving forward in the lesson of how much detail and in-depth we needed to go about the snow. So here, I also, what I do is this gives me really good feedback at the end of my lesson. So I would say, how do you feel about visualizing when reading stories? Then, so I teach second grade again, so I like to use visuals as well. If you click your control button, when you're clicking this answer, you click your control button and you left click on your mouse, you can get emoji and symbols. So I click that and I can add emojis. So for the first one, I might put a fun little star person, and I would say, this is easy. I have mastered this skill. Then I might go to my second one and put like a smaller smile that says, I am getting better, but I need a little more practice. Then I can add another answer. And I can say, I try not to do the saddest looking face, but like a kind of sad face. So I need a lot more help and practice. And then before we do this, I have the discussion of being honest and how their answers help guide me on what I teach next. So, and then when you come here, not only emojis can you can add all different sorts of things, symbols, math symbols. I mean, so you can go all out. So then if you want to add a timer, you can. That's up to you. Again, it's right here. If you want to add a picture or audio or anything else, that's right there. And if you want to allow the kids to choose more than one answer, if you're doing a poll where they can, you can just turn this on. Then you can save. So I use this a lot for feedback. slide, go to activities, and then we have fill in the blank. Now I've used this for vocabulary, and I've also used this to so if I have a passage I might copy and paste on here that has a bunch of long A words, I might do that. So I am just going to do what I did this week because it's on my mind. So what I did, we are working on alphabetical order. So I had one, and so we had specific word lists to do. So we had airplane, and you have to do it correctly first before you can make it a fill in the blank. So I'm putting them in alphabetical order. Make sure I space it. And I'm not going to do all of the words. I'm going to do as much as I can. Helmet, jacket, lollipop, and then we'll do one more. Motorcycle. Okay. So then you click next, and you can change your theme and your font style and all that on this side right here. Once you've decided, you click next, and then it tells you to click the words that you want to be the blank part, or the fill in the blank part. So I want all my words to be fill in the blank. So I'm clicking only the words. And I then click done. So now all of these will be blanks, and my kids will get a word bank, and they will have to put the words in alphabetical order. You can do this again by putting a reading passage on here and clicking the words that you want them to fill in the blank. You can put questions on here if there's a word you want them to put in the blank. I mean, the options are really endless here. So click done. Math facts, you can put a blank for the answer, and they have to drag and drop the answers for it. Click done. Then another activity you could add to your lesson is a student favorite. So we all know they all love Kahoot, and so this is basically a built-in Kahoot to your lesson, Time to Climb. So when you click this, you can add a question. So I've done this for math facts to kind of practice. We don't really do math fact drills for our benchmarks anymore. So I might have so I might give them the equation 1 + 2 =. So then I'm going to give them the options 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do this for comprehension, math questions, science questions. I've done it for all different things. Also, if you have younger kids and reading the words might be hard, you can change it to images, and you can pick images for your answers. So I'm going to wait. I'll do that in the next question. So I have 1 + 2, that's 3. So I'm going to click 3. Then if I'm doing like a math fact drill, I might want to lower the time. You can change the time for each question. So for this one, I'm going to give them maybe 5 seconds because I want them to be memorizing these math facts. So now I'm going to add my next question. So this time, like I said, you can add pictures. So for maybe younger kids or for the special needs classes, or maybe it's a question that needs pictures. You can say, all right, which picture has a long A sound? So then I can then add my image. So I'm going to click on the mountains over here. I'm going to type in, so we'll do cat. There's one image, cat. Then I'll say, so again, I'll say cake. Add an answer. I might say apple. So then I'm going to change this one to 30 seconds though, or maybe I'll do 15 this time. So then, and you can also again add an anchor chart. So I usually will do anchor charts if it's something that they might need guidance on. I usually give my students, if it's a question that I'm going to have to read multiple times, I usually give them a longer amount of time, like 1 minute. How many sides does a square have? Okay, again, I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done this for how many syllables are in a word. All right. All right, and then I save it. So these are the different activities that you can do.